Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. First
and
pitch
now,
coming your way next.
Welcome, your Miami Marlins.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. Getting the nod on the mound, Sandy Alcantara. What should we keep an eye on here?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Starling Marte up to
Leading
hit.
off tonight for the Mets, the designated hitter, Starling Marte.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Juan Soto down. Well struck right field onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's a Mets lineup now. And Singy, I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all.
Rip towards third. Slings to first, and the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Miami, and towing the slab in this one, David Peterson.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Bunting for a hit. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time now for the Marlins lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the managers trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
One out, base is empty. So now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swung on, belted. Did one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Eric Wagaman, the next up for the Marlins. Not close, and it deflects away. Lopez up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there. Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Late with the swing there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, Vientos rolls across the diamond. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out, gets that run in from third. They get on the board first.
Derek Hill,
Batting
the next
fourth,
up for the
the center
Marlins.
fielder, Derek Hill.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-2. Hard hit right side. In plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 2nd inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Two and one.
Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the 2nd. Fouls one off. 2-2. He goes down looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
The catcher.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Torrens. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
Jonah Bride.
On the ground to short, Acuna. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. And that's a double.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
1 out, runner at 2nd. Next to hit, Liam Hicks. Here's a 1-1. Just missed. 1 out, and a runner at 2nd. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, Just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
Batting eight.
So digging in, Javier Sanoja. Man on second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Not in time. It's a double.
Comes through with the RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, out to short. On the run, throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And we're back on to the third inning. Leading off, Brett Beatty. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
The shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Foul ball there. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one just misses. On the ground to first, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And now it's Jose Siri. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's got a chance. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Across is the runner from first. And it's a one-run game.
Back-to-back base hits. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Starling Marte. The 1-1. To third. Slings it across. Marte retired.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall, but foul.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Man at second. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets 1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now the left fielder, Xavier Edwards. And he lays down a bunt. And a foul ball. And it's even up. Inside, just missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
The batter, number 6.
At the plate,
Second baseman,
Otto Lopez.
Otto Lopez.
Next pitch is outside.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Step off throw to first. Edwards back on a dive.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one misses. Full count now. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
2 balls.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner on the move. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save.
Having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Edwards leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that's outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with
Now
first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
First and second, 1 out. And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill. Swings and misses. Now 1-2. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Miami, Jonah Bride. That one fouled off. 2-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And it remains 2-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
That's down and in.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Stays alive. 3-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dane Myers.
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. First and second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. Fouled off down the right side. Here's a 1-2. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On to inning number 4. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets 1. Back here in Miami as we go to the top of the 4th. Stepping in the long ball threat, Pete Alonso. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Brandon Nimmo will hit next.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Alonso headed for third. Coming home. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in a ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball. 2-1.
Man at second. Inside, just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Number 13.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2-2 now. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Stepping in, Brett Beatty. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Clay Holmes.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Liam Hicks. That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Line drive, makes the grab, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now the shortstop, Javier Sanoja. And a foul ball. Just misses. And that's ball 3. On the ground right side, and that chance handled. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Grab Pauly.
2 down, bases empty. Graham Pauly, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they still lead it 3-1. We go to the top of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna. And that one missing low.
Well, these Mets looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And a swing and a miss there.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Starling Marte up now for the Mets.
Starling Marte.
2 outs. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Two outs, runner at first. Juan Soto getting ready to hit. And he grounds one to the right side. Lopez sends it to first, and that is that. Mets strand 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Line drive caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Otto Lopez digs in now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's down and away.
2-2.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Eric Wagaman. Here goes the runner. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. Just missed. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
First and second, 1 out. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Derek Hill. 2 on, 1 out. There's a swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Jonah Bride, the next to hit. Just off the inside edge. Dane Myers waits on deck for Miami. Lopez over at second. Wagaman on at first with 2 down. Down the line. And that will drop foul. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So bases all loaded up. Digging in, Dane Myers. Hit on the ground to short. Acuna throws it away.
Well, you hate to make mistakes with base runners, whether it's giving up a home run or making an error like that, and it's costly. 2 runs come around to score, and sometimes that defense can just tighten up a little bit, get too excited rather than just settling in and making the play.
So 2 down. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Down and in, moved his feet. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. 1 error, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 5. Marlins 5 and the Mets 1. And we're back. Started the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Pete Alonso. That's in there. And it's 3-2. Miami's bullpen with some action. Cal Quantrill, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Veneziano, the left-hander, also throwing. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Myers brings it in. 1 up, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
1 down, base is empty. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mark.
2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Mark Vientos. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. Hard hit left side. And that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Marlins 5 and the Mets 1.
Now pitching for
new pitcher coming on, the veteran Kodai Senga.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja.
The shortstop, Javier Sanoja.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
And that misses. Ball 2.
2-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Marlins.
And now, Graham
Third
Pauley.
baseman, Graham Pauley.
2-1 now. Hit in the air, left field. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards. The next up for the Marlins. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Action in the Mets bullpen. A.J. Minter, the left-hander, up and throwing. That misses. 2-2. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout. Miami down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Cal Quantrill. He's making his second appearance of the season. And stepping in for New York, Luis Torrens.
Number 13.
The Mets in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
On the ground to third. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
The batter, number 7. Second baseman, Brett Beatty.
And here is Brett Beatty. Quantrill back to work. Up the middle. And two away to start the seventh.
Now batting, shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna.
2 down, bases empty. So up next for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Quantrill back to work.
That's a ball.
Acuna leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Two down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Mets leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez.
Second baseman, Otto Lopez.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. And now here's the Marlins DH, Eric Wagaman.
Eric Wagaman.
Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground right side, 4, 6,
Got him.
3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill. Off the mark there. 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one misses. And now 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound.
Now
You can't let
batting,
it affect
the
you
first
going
baseman,
forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Senga picks over.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Check swing, and that's a ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo has it sized up, and that'll do it. 1 left for Miami. They're up 5-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Starling Marte. Outside low, and that's ball 2. And that one is lifted in the air. And that drops foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. To the right side, Lopez throws to first. Marte retired.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Not even close there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And downstairs.
3-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Goes down looking. Two down, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Count full.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're down 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And here is Dane Myers. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Not close with that one. 2-2. Caught him looking for the K.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Now it's going to be Liam Hicks. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. That misses the zone. 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
That missed by a lot. And the count is even, 2-2. Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Marlins,
on here, Luarber
number
Arias.
76.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these
Leading off for
hitters.
the Mets, the left
Brandon
fielder,
Nimmo
number 9,
now at the plate.
Brandon Nimmo.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Just missed. Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Bender getting ready to go. Veneziano, the lefty, warming up as well. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And the 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The Fish leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Cut on and lifted in the air. Touches down. That's a hit.
Up next for the Mets, the catcher,
Man at first with one gone. Next to hit, Luis Torrens. Here's a 1-1. On the ground to third. It's in and out of his glove. One at second. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
So last chance for the Mets. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Luarber Arias won't go any further tonight, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So the
Marlins.
closer summoned from the bullpen,
Number
Calvin
53.
Fauché. A chance at his
Calvin.
first save of the year. Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. And that is the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.